The day the children learned to walk. Long ago, there was a charming community called Quest that was nestled in the hamlet of Palatine. Every day, the children would delightfully gather in the streets of Quest, excited to attend classes in music and drama. The families in this community looked forward to all the performances of the children with great anticipation and expectation. "I can't wait to see the performance."
"Certainly they are ready for the stage."
"And will show all they can do." Yes, all were excited to see what the children would perform. But sadly, there was always the one concern. Would the children be able to stand up and walk? You see, long ago, there was a small child named Sho, who was so impatient to display her performance abilities that she would skip steps in the learning just so she could walk onto the stage and masterfully perform a song or deliver an impressive and dramatic soliloquy. Because she tried to skip steps in her development during her performance, she would simply fall down, plop. Yet she was determined to stand and deliver. But no matter, plop! Unfortunately, Sho was not successful. Nevertheless, she continued to perform and became a legend in her community. Since then, year after year, the children continued to skip steps, proudly believing that they will walk onto the stage and be able to stand and perform for the community. But alas, plop, plop, plop. And all would applaud, "Bravo, bravo," with great delight. Then one day, Process simply walked into the hamlet of Palatine, right into the gates of the quaint community of Quest, where a performance was taking place. "Good day, what are we watching?" asked Process.
"The children, they are showing their performance."
And then, as expected, plop! The children began falling down. The crowd wildly applauded. Process didn't quite understand what was happening and hesitantly joined in, although she thought the children's performance appeared to be missing something. They were trying ever so hard to stand up and not fall down. They couldn't freely concentrate on what they really enjoyed doing. Day after day, Process watched as the children were expected to show their performance, but she was baffled to why they were falling down. Then suddenly, it dawned on her what the challenge was. She ran to the stage where the children were assembling. "Would you be willing not to perform today? Instead, would you consider a creative option to performing?" Well, all the children gave Process a grimace. But then, one child said, "I would be willing." "Splendid! Before you can walk and stand on 2 feet, you must crawl." "Crawl?" "Yes, it's part of the process. Otherwise, you will be forever falling down. To learn the steps to walking, one must first crawl. Are you willing to crawl?" "I am willing." And with that, the child crawled, then stood, and then walked onto stage without falling down. The crowd was amazed and shocked to see this child not falling down. There was no performance that day because each child wanted a chance to crawl and not fall. All the people stayed just to watch and see the hard work each of them were learning and doing. That day, a new kind of performance began in the quaint community of Quest. They called it Informants. Process showed real learning taking place. And since then, every last week in January, Informants Week is celebrated. And from that day on, the children learned that there is a process to developing their musical gifts and revealing their dramatic souls. And everyone in Quest was happy, believing their children would become fine, upstanding citizens that would stand up and change the world. Join us for Informants Week, January 25th through the 29th, 2016. Be sure to follow these steps of the process so that you won't fall down. Respond to this email sent to you by filling out the attached Google form. It's at the bottom of the email. The instructions on the form explain what to do. If you have more than one student, you have to decide which classes to attend. You must RSVP. Otherwise, the people at the gates might not let you in to attend Informants Week. There will be lots of activity at Quest, so be sure to stop at the front desk to pick up your name tags. We want to keep our community safe. Sign up today for Informants Week. You don't want to miss it.